David enters his friend's restaurant with his family and calls out from the door, "Prepare some nice food for us." Without looking up, David's friend Michael answers, "We've already closed the restaurant and there's no food left." David, "Just look who's here." Michael sees toward the door, sees his friend and smiles. Michael says, "Today I'm happy to serve you," inviting them to a table and promising to take their order soon. As David's family settles in, Michael's wife Sarah frowns. "Your friend comes all the time, eats expensive meals and never helps you out." Michael gently replies, "This is the last time. We're closing this business anyway." But Sarah's anger doesn't fade. She even gives him a push. Michael sighs and goes to take his friend's order. At the table, Michael announces, "Today's meal is on me. Eat whatever you like." Surprised, David asks, "Why so generous today?" Michael explains, "I'm planning to return to my village, so I wanted to treat you all." David's mother asks, "But you just came back from the village. Why leave again?" David's wife adds, "Why do you want to quit?" Michael answers sadly, "Our business has been losing money for a year. I need to close the restaurant." David brushes it off and turns to his family. "Order anything you want so we can enjoy one last great meal." His wife and mother list their favorite dishes. Michael smiles, "I'll prepare everything right away." As he starts to leave, David's wife calls, "And bring us some good wine." "Of course," David agrees. Michael heads to the kitchen. A little later, Michael serves the meal with joy. The family eats happily, drinking wine and celebrating. When David's brother notices the wine bottle is empty, he calls out, "Michael, bring another fine wine." Michael reaches for the best bottle, but Sarah snatches it away and offers a cheaper one. Michael quietly sets the cheap bottle aside and takes the good wine anyway. Sarah, frustrated, begins writing up the bill while trying to keep her temper. Michael delivers the wine with a smile. David notices a mark on Michael's cheek and asks about it. "Nothing," Michael says, "just a mosquito bite." The family continues eating and pouring drinks. Michael worries silently about the large bill and whether they'll pay. With a heavy heart, he steps out to the counter where Sarah angrily shows him the bill. "Look how high this is," she says, stuffing it into his pocket. "Go collect the payment." "Speak softly," Michael pleads. "If my friend hears, he'll feel bad." But Sarah raises her voice even more. Michael tries to calm her. When David calls him back to the table, David says warmly, "Today's meal was wonderful." Michael replies with a smile, "You're my best friend." Soon David and his family leave without paying. Michael feels a pang of worry and sadness. He begins clearing the tables. Sarah storms over and slaps his arm. "That's all we needed. More debt," she yells. "Your friend left without paying." Michael says softly, "Don't worry. This was their last meal and we're closing anyway. Let's just finish packing up." As they clean, Sarah lifts a dish and gasps. Underneath is a pile of cash. They check other plates and find more money under each one. Michael gathers it all and runs outside. David turns and smiles. "Use this to cover your losses. Now you don't have to close the restaurant." Michael looks at Sarah in amazement. She meets his eyes with a happy, relieved smile as David and his family walk away. Real friendship is shown through actions, not words. True kindness often stays silent. If you were in David's place, would you have left the money hidden as a surprise, or would you have handed it to Michael directly? Share your thoughts in the comments. How do you show appreciation to a friend in need?